Let's check. Oh, we're live?
I just realized you were still live.
I'm on camera?
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
I've been live this whole time.
Could you get rid of the echo maybe a little bit? Alright guys, hi, welcome to Dope Fades! Let's put the edit right here. The edit will start here. Thank you for sticking with us if you are watching online. We normally don't have the computer crash before the show. It's not a normal crash for Dope Fades. We don't like computers crashing. If it's your first time watching us explain our show, we're an open mic, but we exist in the cloud. You can call in from anywhere in the world via the interwebs. We use Skype, video call in, and comments given. Have an audience. If they're in the middle, thumbs up nowhere. I'm your host, Christian Wolf. And our guest I am lonesome. I'm Mr. Dave Barnes, No one stands for this thing. Alright, that one didn't work. This is why we do open mics. It's all guys, you know whose menu rolls? The Cheesecake Factory. Damn, that thing's a novel! The waiter comes over, they're like, are you ready to order? I go, no, I'm still on chapter 1. I want to see how this shit turns out! The dessert it's great. You can get whatever the fuck you want there. I, for the life of me, can't remember my first bit. I'm so sorry. Gosh darn it. Ah. Okay, guys, let's pretend I started here.
Edit.
Edit. Okay. So I was watching this viral video this week, guys.
Yay.
2 skydiving planes collided in midair and exploded.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And I thought, thank God they were all wearing parachutes.
They survived?
Like, if you're gonna be in a plane accident, that's best case scenario right there. You're ready to go. That'd be like if when the Titanic sank, everybody was already sitting in lifeboats. Just, no. Oh, wow, we're sinking. That was nice. And then they just, real chill. No news lines the next day. Oh, God.
Just got me too stoned before the show.
Oh, God. You know that little voice that people have in their heads? You know, the you that talks to you?
Yeah.
I don't have that. I have a drummer. He drums. When I'm relaxed, it sounds kind of like... It's very like scat-like. It's very chill. When I'm excited, it's like at the end of Whiplash. When he's like really going crazy and it's getting faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. So that's why my wife thinks I'm hard of hearing during sex. And sometimes when I'm scared, the drummer, it feels like the scary part in Whiplash when he's drumming faster and faster, but like slightly off rhythm. And then J.K. Simmons flips out and just throws a chair across the room. So I guess I do like have a voice in my head, but it's like an angry J.K. Simmons. It's very angry J.K. Simmons. Oh gosh, guys. What is wrong with me? Thursday Mike. Oh, damn. Alright, guys. This is my last thing. You'll finally be rid of me. I went to Vegas for a bachelor's party a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Ow.
And we're walking down the strip, and there was a strip club caller. Like a newsie, but for naked women. Naked women, come see all about it. Titties. So we walk by. We walk by this guy, and he goes, "Strip club tonight, gentlemen? Strip club? And we're all like, no. Because we were doing that the next night. But we kept walking, and he goes, "We got blondes, we got redheads." And we're like, "We're fine, man, thank you." And we keep going, and he's like, "We got black girls, we got Asians, we got mixed in this club." And I was like, he's really pushing his product. He's got the exotics out. He wants us to come in. And then his like closing line as we're leaving him, his trump card is, "We got naked midgets." I love that is his trump card, though. I love that's the last thing he says. Because he's hoping that we go, wait a second. Exactly how tall are these midgets? Uh-huh. And how naked will they be? All right, we're in. Let's go. That's how he reels them in. Right at the end. Okay, guys, I'm done for this night. Oh, my goodness. We're going to go to our first Skype comic of the show. That's how the show works. I believe he's at a bar somewhere in Burbank. Mr. Trevor Dean.
We're going to him first?
We're going to him first because he needs to go up early.
Okay.
Or should we just go to someone here in the room, sir? Let's do someone here in the room while we get that set.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go to a very dear friend of the show. He's been on it many times before. Please give a warm welcome to Chase Badgett.
Woo! That's me, man.
Oh, I think I'd have to, interact with you.
Sorry, I'm just making sure that my phone doesn't go to sleep in 2 minutes. That it goes to sleep in 10 minutes. Alright, guys, I want to start out with some truth. I feel like weed is like the MSG of life. It's gonna take a couple years off of your life, but it's just way better. Cool. There's a lot of old jokes. Okay, I've been thinking I want to buy a fountain, because it'll pay for itself.
It's a thinker.
Yeah, this one's also a thinker. I was driving on the road the other day, and I saw a sign, like a funny sign on the street, and then I decided not to write a joke about it. I'm loving these. Back. All right. Did you guys know that Jay-Z is the youngest of like his many siblings? No. His oldest brother is J.A. Okay. Serious question. Like, Do I love my parents, or was it just Stockholm syndrome? It's fun. Okay. Okay. Here is my impersonation of an amputee doing the Head Shoulders song. Head, shoulders, knees.
Chase that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm pretty cheery all the time, but things do annoy me. So this is the segment called Chase Gets Mad for a Sec. Okay. Okay. Fuck you, Hall. I don't want to advertise your business while I'm using your business. I just want to move my shit from one place to the other. I don't want to be like spiders. Here's a fact about spiders. Fuck you. But they are cheap. Okay. Okay. Why can you only ride Segways on a tour? Who decided that, like, you know what? The only way you can ride this really fun thing, like the go-karts that you can get off in the streets. Oh, fuck. It's just, I don't have Segway money, but I don't want to go on a tour for it. Okay. This is the last thing, and I'll be done with my anger bit. Okay. If you care a shit ton about the Oxford comma, fuck you. Languages change, things evolve. Like, there's proper English, and that's what I get in an essay. Someone doesn't use the Oxford comma, you can get upset. You can use a red pen and be like, forgot the Oxford comma. That's the only time you can give a shit about the Oxford comma. Everything, I'm talking. There's not even a comma. Okay. Oh. Did you guys hear that? Neither did I. Okay.
You son of a bitch!
Pour some splendor on me.
Stevia!
Okay. Okay. Let's see. What's this one thing I'm doing? Alright. Oh, there you go. I've been trying to write longer jokes because I write really short jokes. So I was reading an article the other day about this dolphin trainer, and this dolphin trainer, after she got pretty old, admitted in like a tell-all book that she had a relationship with a dolphin. She was like, okay, cool, friendship. No, she recollects intimate moments with her and the dolphin, and she said she frequently gave hand jobs to a dolphin. Okay, I don't write long jokes. I don't have a punchline, but that's me working on long jokes right there. Okay.
Woo!
How much time do I have?
A minute.
Cool.
Who's keeping count? No.
Okay, I want to do some. Let's do some crowd work.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, where are you from?
LA.
Oh, cool. Me too.
Cool.
Yeah. You like sports?
Sure.
Oh, I don't. Okay. What is your most like traumatic memory from childhood? You know what? Okay, let's change it. Let's do your most traumatic dream moment. Like, what was your nightmare?
That I couldn't run away from bad guys.
Me too. Okay. I could give time back to the room, but I'm selfish. You know what? No, the light. I'm gonna go over, dude. Okay, well, fuck it. I don't know. This is a weird mic.
Thanks,
Woo!
Chase. Yeah.
It's a weird day for all of us.
It's a weird day.
Why you wrap the cord? Did you see that nonsense? Could you? No, sir.
Way to yes no it.
I do like. All right, guys. We're gonna go to a friend of the show. He's been on a few times before. He's on the street, it seems. Please give a warm welcome for Trevor Dean, everybody. Trevor.
Can you see me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start.
You're good.
You're good to go. Trevor, perform. Go. You're live. Yes.
You're live.
Go.
Maybe he doesn't know it.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear us? Go. Come on, Trevor. You've done this before.
This is part of his bit.
I wonder if he doesn't have good enough connection. I think he's trying to do it on cell signal.
This is my big moment. Did you forget it was my birthday? I see your thumb.
Go.
good.
Go. Perform.
Happy birthday!
I am at Barney's Beanery. Yes, it's fun. I didn't realize that I'm at a hotel in Huntington Park, and I asked Christian. I asked Christian about LA, and I asked him a lot of questions. And you know, when you ask somebody about a place that you've never been to, they won't tell you everything because there's some things you got to figure out yourself, right? Like for example, Christian didn't tell me that in Huntington Park they have 2 official languages: English and Hmong. And it's predominantly Latino, and I couldn't, you know, at first I was like, well, why don't the Latinos and the white people talk to each other? I get it now. It's got nothing to do with racism or socioeconomic status. It's just that they don't understand each other. Well, maybe it's just funny to me because I'm in Saskatchewan. But I come from Saskatoon, and I know that a couple of years ago, I don't know if it's true now, but a couple of years ago, Saskatoon had the most restaurants per capita in North America. And you know what? After spending a day and a half in LA, I think that's completely false. I don't see how that's possible. I've seen people on the street in LA here selling things that you would be ridiculed for on Facebook back home. There's a woman in like a quarter ton that had like the box full of oranges and 2 watermelons. Because you know, variety. There are people on the street in LA that sell cell phone plans. That's crazy. You would be on Facebook. Jeez, that's crazy. And I took the bus here, and I know I was like overdressed for it, obviously. And when I got on the first bus, I said to the bus driver, "Can I get a transfer?" And he said, "Well, what bus are you trying to catch?" And I said the number 94. And he's like, "Oh, we only give transfers to like the same transit company." And I'm like, "What? You got like, there's like more than one transit company in LA?" I'm like, "Who runs the other transit company? The mob?" No. Cab drivers in LA, I think they're run by the mob because it's like completely ridiculous. In case Christian didn't tell you, it is my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm actually 44.
Woo!
And, a lot of people wonder how I can look this good when I'm so old. That's pretty simple. I don't drink a lot of sex, and birth certificate. Seems to work. Why not? I'll tell you one more thing really quickly about Saskatchewan that's really weird. I went shopping and they have this, I don't know, do you guys have like the Pine Tree air fresheners that hang from your rearview mirror?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. They have one in Saskatchewan that's called Black Ice, which is weird because I'm thinking that if you're going to market a product in Saskatchewan that's called Black Ice, you should be able to take a whiff of that, and it should remind you of Saskatchewan. Now, the one scent that reminds me of Saskatchewan is the scent that you get when you shit your pants.
Ah.
Because seriously, look, when you're trying, and you hit a patch of black ice, what do? Right? You're driving along. What's that smell? Is that my air freshener? All right. Either Skype broke or that didn't get a laugh. That's too bad. I'm Trevor Dean from.
Skype was cleared.
Happy birthday.
Skype broke. Happy birthday.
You're on live.
You're live.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dope Fans.
Happy birthday.
Oh, that wasn't the best connection, but happy birthday to Trevor Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, moving right along, I believe we're going to Skype next with Miss Kat Radley. She's been on the show before, but not in quite a while, so please give her a strong welcome back to the program. And before you do that, if you'd like to follow the show, follow the show. And if you want to be a comic on the show, follow the show. Follow the show. Follow. Alright guys, please give a warm welcome to Kat Radley.
Woo! T-Rad. T-Rad.
Hey Kat, can you hear us? Hey. Hi! Everyone, please welcome Kat Radley!
Welcome, Kat Radley.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah!
Yeah.
I can hear music now. Am I supposed to be able to hear music playing?
Well, turn off your Twitch stream.
Wait, the thing that's live is the
How
Dope
do I do
Fades
that?
presents sign, right?
Oh, sure. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, yep. Okay. Hi.
Hey, Kat!
So, give me an applause if you've ever been on an online date
Woo!
with your cousin. Oh, good. I have a lot of cousins in the area, and I'm on Tinder, and sometimes my cousins, they pop up on my Tinder feed, and no matter how much I swipe left to get rid of them, this one cousin just keeps popping up. It's almost like Tinder wants us to be together. I'm like, all right, Tinder, calm down. Who are you, my mom? Like, I've been on a lot of dating apps though. Like, I've done like Tinder, Bumble, Uber, and I just can't find a single guy that's right for me. This is just like a word to the wise for any of my coworkers out there. If you ask me to drinks and I say yes, it's not because I like you, it's because I'm a raging alcoholic. So let's get that straight right now. I am a really big drinker though. I'm trying to quit though, I'm trying to cut back on drinking. I actually gave up drinking for 4 weeks just to prove to myself that I am a good driver. Not going too well. I think it's weird that they call virgin drinks the drinks that don't have alcohol in them. Because I was a virgin for a large part of my 20s, but there wasn't ever a moment when I didn't have alcohol in me. So it just doesn't really make sense. And I get that, like, you know, if you are drunk, if there's alcohol in you, you're like looser and more likely to have sex. But I feel like there's a point that's like just the right amount of drunk where a guy thinks it's okay to take advantage of a girl and have sex with her. And just keep in mind for this joke, like I went to college back when it was okay to date rape people. And I feel like for me, like I just go over that point to the part where like I'm so drunk that it's just like annoying and gross that even like drunk guys didn't want to sleep with me. It's like when you're on a swing and it's like I'd swing like over the bar and then you like face down in the mulch, which is also how I woke up after drinking too much. So it was like it's a really appropriate analogy. One of the worst like drinking stories I've had recently is I was super hammered after a comedy show and I was just puking in the parking lot. Like my legs were like spread next to me and I was just kind of hunched over puking between my legs. And I was with the guy I was dating at the time and one of my earrings like fell out into my pile of vomit. And this is later, like I like scooted over to get a new pile because the first one was building up too much, and that's when I noticed my earring was gone. So the guy I was dating like went back and dug the earring out of the pile of vomit for me, and that's when I like knew we were gonna be together forever. And we took an Uber home, and he had gotten me a plastic cup to drink water out of, and it was now empty. And I proceeded in the Uber to like puke into the cup. And I'm trying to like be positive about it. Like I like to think of it as, you know, like that cup was half full, so it's like not that bad. Good guys, this is all new, so I'm just trying to gross you out as much as possible. I haven't. So the book, The Feminine Mystique, which has actually become more popular since Trump has been elected. There's more people reading The Feminine Mystique now. And I've never read The Feminine Mystique, but I did get a pretty good whiff of it in college. So, and I believe that everybody is bisexual. And if you think you're not bisexual, I think that just means you're probably really unattractive. And the logic is, you know, if you don't want to bang yourself, you can't expect other people to want to bang you. I was texting a friend yesterday, and I wanted to text the phrase frat boy. I don't know why. We were probably going over my date rape joke. And my autocorrect changed frat to frap, F-R-A-P-P-E. And I was like, okay, Siri, there's no such thing as a frat boy unless college kids are like roofing milkshakes now, and I don't know about it. But that might be a New England thing if you don't know what a frap is. I hate that after women have babies, they're expected to do Kegels, because I think Kegel sounds more like something a hipster couple in Brooklyn would name their firstborn child. Like, they're like, this is Kegel. This is Kegel 3. So yeah, I'm Cat Radley. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Cat Radley, Instagram, Cat Radley.
Sorry.
Welcome back to Dope Fades!
Ooh, behind the scenes.
Guys, please keep it going for Kat. She was awesome. Woo! And a clearing, crisp Wi-Fi signal. That's what we like here on Dope Fades. Good internet. Alright, we're gonna move along with somebody again who has been on the show before, but not in quite a while.
Stalin.
He's the host of Nexus at Night, I believe is the name.
Oh, okay.
His podcast. Please check him out at the Twitter below the screen. And put your hands together for Atlas Novak.
Ooh, Alice Novak.
Oh my god, these two people. Oh my god.
Atlas, you're live.
I haven't been on on this show in a long time. It's good to be back. One of my favorite things about being on this show is that I can do comedy and not wear pants, which is like the best part of anything.
Yeah! Yeah!
Like, I was this close to pulling a Lyndon B. Johnson and doing it while I was on the toilet, but I decided, no, too weird.
Thank you!
Isn't that weird? Like, President Lyndon B. Johnson used to hold cabinet meetings while he was on the can. I can never be half that awesome. He's like, civil rights movement, and he's held cabinet meetings on the can, and his balls were here, so that's a thing. One thing that sucks, though, is I'm sitting down, and I'm admittedly pretty fat. Like, I've made peace with the fact that with my shirt off, I look like soft serve ice cream McNichols. I'm okay with that now. Every time I take my shirt off at the beach, some, Gandalf dude off to the side goes, the beacons have been lit, inform the others. So, yeah, but the problem I've noticed about being chubby is that whenever I go to a restaurant, when the waiter asks if I'm enjoying my food, they're more curious than like just doing it to be polite. Instead of being like, are you guys enjoying your food? With me, it's like, are you enjoying your food, you fucking fat ass? I have a poll in the back about it, whether you're gonna order a third dessert. But like, the problem is I don't want to exercise. So instead of exercising my body, I exercised my mind, and by that I mean I picked a completely useless major in college that I'm about to graduate from. I am a creative writing major.
Yeah!
Here's the problem. Creative writing major has made me, like, I start putting 4 words where there should be 1, which has made me really bad at dirty talk. So instead of being like, oh yeah, fuck the shit out of you, it's like, I am going to enter your cavern gloriously, and then she's out the door. So, yeah. The worst part is, also with this major, is I got this one professor a few quarters ago where the very first class, he sat down and started explaining to us how creative writing was the wrong major to pick. And this was an upper division class. So, like, we're stuck there. He's like, hey guys, you just bought a ticket on the Titanic. But we're on the Titanic. And we're halfway out into the Atlantic. What are we supposed to do with that? Well, guess you're fucked. Good luck finding a job. Or a lamp boat. I read a story for one of my workshops the other day where it was a guy who was about to commit suicide. And his mom calls him, right? And the phone call ends up being like, oh my god, your sister's dead, and then that convinces him to not commit suicide. I was so turned off by that part of the story because I've had 2 relatives commit suicide. My aunt and my cousin both jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. They did it better than that story. So like, it's just made me really jaded as a person. Especially because, like, I haven't attempted suicide, but one time I called the suicide hotline when I was a teenager. I was 14, and I was like, I don't know how to teenager very well, and I would like to not be teenagering anymore, so I called the suicide hotline. And I talked to the guy for about 10 minutes, until he went, you know what, I don't have time for this, and hangs up.
Oh, what?
What kind of bullshit is that? Like, I walked into the kitchen and then I realized, wait, you do have time for that. That's your job. If it was his last day, at first I was like, okay, if it was his last day and he kind of didn't give a shit anymore, that's fine. But then I realized, if you're a surgeon on your last day, you're not going to be like, I'm going to carve my initials into this document. Dealing with human lives here, you know? Alright, one more thing before I'll go. I realize that I have never heard Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye in any remotely sexy place. I've always been like in line at the DMV, you know. I've been really trying, baby. Now serving B77. All right. Thanks for having me again, you guys. I was.
Nice. At mouse.
Atlas. I know when to go.
Tell me when you go.
Hey, thanks for coming back on the show, Atlas. Everyone keep applauding for Atlas. Just like that.
Running or slop.
Yeah. I had the same thing happen to me as a film major where a teacher was like, "You're never gonna make it. You're a piece of shit. You're worthless." And he's like a whole class of that. Like, you're never gonna find a job. And then at the end, he's like, "But if you're still here and you still love movie making, then welcome to film." And I was like, "Oh, it's a twist ending. Of course he's a film teacher, motherfucker. Had to make it theatrical." All right, guys. We're gonna move right along to our fan favorite. He's been on every show except for one. The legendary Craig Nepley.
Craig K.
So look, you guys, with the recent election, race issues have come to the forefront of our national discourse. And that's something that I never understood. Like, even conceptually, I don't understand how racism gets off the ground, because just by looking at white people, you would think that at best we're like the hairless cat of our right? I mean, like everyone started in Africa as a normal African person, and then through years of strange breeding choices, out the other end, you just get this naked mole rat version of a person. And like when you go to a zoo, you look at a baboon and his big pink ass is hanging out, and you're like, you're a weird fucking animal. But white people have big pink faces. And asses. A word that is not racist, but that sounds very racist, is the word niggles.
Oh my god.
Niggles. Yeah, I'm uncomfortable as well. Here's the thing, okay? My mom uses that word all the time, and what it means is a niggle, and I won't say it again after that.
Oh, it's cool.
This is a whole nother
Into another dimension.
It's
conception happening here. Okay, but so my mom uses this word all the time, and what the word niggles means is it's like a trifle or a mix-up or a snafu in your day, right? And so every time I ask my mom how she's doing, she says, "Oh, I had a good day. Things are pretty smooth, but there's just a few little niggles in there." And for a second, I just think of like little Wizard of Oz black people munchkins running around. And I want to be like, "Mom, stop making this racist picture seem kind of adorable." I live in a neighborhood of minority families, and that's a really interesting experience, to be honest. Because, for example, I'll walk back to my house from my car, and I'll pass a Mexican family, and they'll say, "Hello, how are you?" And I'll pass a black guy, and he goes, "How are you?" And then I pass a white guy, and he looks away, and I'm like, finally, the greeting of my culture. Have you guys ever noticed that anytime you see aliens in movies, or we're moving past the race stuff. Anytime you see aliens in movies or in a video game or something, the aliens are always roughly human-sized and roughly human-shaped. And that's weird, right? I mean, because our size is just a random relative fact. We could have been elephants or ants. So, what if alien civilizations are actually visiting us, but they're all just, this big, so no one noticed? And they don't want to talk to human beings because they think ants are the dominant species.
Shit.
There's not there's not really a joke so much here. I'm just saying War of the Worlds would have been a lot less scary if we could have just used raid on those guys. Thank you, Christian. Global warming is the thing I'm going to talk about now.
Craig.
Look, people who are like really hardline about denying global warming, I think there's a lot of evidence for it myself, so I think that's kind of silly. And the way I look at it is, it's like if you showed up, like global warming debates are like if you showed up to your friend's apartment to go out and grab lunch, and you know he's sitting in the corner in a puddle of his own shit, and you're like, hey, man. Why are you sitting in your shit? And he goes, what? It's my shit. I can sit in it if I want. It's my apartment. I have a right to sit in my own shit. Don't come in here with your hippie new age liberal LA bullshit and tell me that I can't sit in my own shit. You'd be like, yes, but what? It's not an ideological thing. I just think maybe you could... Look, just take a shower. Let's go get brunch. Okay, so I'll end with this. You know, I don't want to talk too much about Trump, but you know, there's a lot of people now since the election who are kind of worried about war, the possibility of war. You know, these people are worried about what Trump's commitments are exactly concerning warfare, and even if he understands fully the human cost of war. And you know, nation states declaring war on each other, like, what is a declaration of war? Like, it's not like there's anyone, it's not Dungeons and Dragons and someone's keeping notes like, oh, he declared war for a plus 15 strength bonus. I mean, all a declaration of war really amounts to is that now a bunch of 18-year-olds who didn't declare anything have to go die somewhere else. Ooh. We're going to end on that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Craig knows how to end on a high note, everybody. Very positive message there. We're all going to die. Okay, moving right along. Oh. Wow. He knows his shit. He is ready for this open mic. He's a favorite of our show. Please give a warm welcome to a Skype comedian named Vaughn Harper.
Thanks for having me out to your double date or whatever's going on over here. Yeah, no, actually, I just need this is a public service announcement. I just need all the Jehovah's Witnesses to know that only 144,000 people get into heaven. Okay? So don't knock on my door. Alright? Because if I join, you might lose your spot. I think they just needed to hear that. Actually, have you guys ever been so broke that you had to wash dishes with shampoo? I have. And it's really crappy because every time I pick up a dish, it smells like kangaroos. But I just want, I'm tired of it. I just want rich people problems, you know? I really do. Like, I want to yell at my wife one day because we ran out of, like, rhinoceros milk or something. I need that in my life, okay? I don't know what that feels like, but I need it. Yeah. But I took a good nap today, and I actually realized I love sleeping. Like, I love sleeping so much that my spirit animal is probably Ambien. I love it. I love it so much. We get along, you know? I sleep enough that if I didn't have a beard, I could be a Disney princess. I'm pretty sure that's how it would work. Like, every time I'm in the grocery store and I see a hot girl pick up an apple and she like looks at it and puts it back, I run over there. Like I run over there like a Scooby-Doo criminal. I'm just like, yes, here we go. Here's my chance. And I pick it up I take a bite of it and I cross my fingers. I'm like, please let this be the one. Please, like, she can have the prince. I don't want that. I just want to get my sleep on. I just always hope that. And I'm sure a lot of people are like, why has it got to be a hot girl? Because only hot girls are Disney princesses. I mean, think about it. You think about Snow White. She was so fair that, like, she was beautiful. Sleeping Beauty, it's in her name. There's not a princess called Buttface. There's not a princess called that. And, like, I don't know, all of her friends call her shit breath. You know? Endearingly, of course.
Hacking jokes.
And just one prince comes along that doesn't have a nose, and they fall in love. Once they make that story, I will eat everybody's apples, okay? That's all. But, yeah, I don't know. They say that 1 in 3 people, or not 1 in 3 people, 1 in 3 people sleep. Yeah, fucking meth is overrunning us. But they say that you spend a third of your life sleeping, which is bullshit because I want to spend my whole life sleeping. And some people would say that those are suicidal thoughts, and those people would be correct. Yeah, that's the worst part of my morning is waking up. I'm always like, fuck, it happened again. I just want to go back to sleep. I don't want this. And that's why I'm so excited to die, you know? It's just one big, long nap, and I'm ready for it. You know, that's probably what heaven is. Heaven is just like a big, long sleep. Nobody interrupts you. And hell is just an alarm clock that keeps going off. And every time you hit snooze, it gets louder and louder, and you're like, fuck. That is how bad it gets. That's how boring my life is. I think hell is just an alarm clock. I'm just like, yeah, that's how bad it is. Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys know that 100% of people that get murdered end up dying? Did you guys know that? I just found that out today. That's a shitty thing to get diagnosed with. Oh, he got murdered. Oh, he's fucking dead? Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, well, I'm Vaughn Harper, and thank you guys. You need help getting my stuff out? I don't have a lot of stuff, but if you need help, I guess you want to start with these? I can give you them. Okay. All right. There we go.
Yeah, Vaughn!
Merry Christmas.
You're not going with my stuff, and I'd be worth anything if you're not going with what the fuck? Hey man, don't take that. Don't know that. I mean, no, that's the one thing I.
Classic Vaughn ending.
I watched that show.
Was it Grandma's show? We're live to you. Like, why not?
Welcome back to Dope Face! Another classic Vaughn ending. Being robbed right now. Vaughn Harper, everybody.
Oh, M. Night Shyamalan.
No, get the fuck out. But I do know the name of Vaughn's special. When he finally has his first stand-up special, I think it should be Vaughn Harper, ready for the long nap. He's good to embrace the abyss. Alright guys, we're going to close it out with another favorite of the show. I believe we have him coming on the Skype very soon. This man works for a dispensary. So the hardest day of his year is 420, which is traditionally other people's not so hard day. And
You're still hosting the show.
I know, I'm still hosting the show. I'm just seeing if he's on. There we go. We got him, guys. Please give a warm welcome to... Yes, we can. Please give it up for AJ Rogers.
Thank you.
Great shirt.
Yeah, fuck
So it's
yeah.
a good shirt.
me? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah!
Okay. Here I am, wasting everyone's time. All right. So, thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here live on Skype. Skype! If you had an account, it might be erased for no reason, or you might be blocked out, and we're not going to help you. Enjoy! So, I had to resurrect this beast, this old account of mine. Here I am in my bathroom. Kind of like feeling like the Doors right here because they recorded their last album in a bathroom. It's like the Jim Morrison Poetry Hour. Come, my child, and walk with me through the bathroom. We'll laugh like mad, wild children on a moonlit night cast by moon shadow. Anyway, possessed by the king snake. Yeah, let's see. What do we have to talk about tonight? I'm beat, guys. I've been working in the damn corporate marijuana. When you smoke marijuana, you might say marijuana, though. Yeah, the corporate marijuana world is a terrible, terrible thing. It's an oxymoronic thing, if anything. Yeah, it's amazing. What used to be a very cool mom and pop feel now has become this just Starbucksization of the whole cannabis scene. And it's really funny because it's destroyed the whole community and the customer base. So they have all these experts on the scene, these marketing researchers who are like, you know, I just don't get it. How is it that destroying any sense of community and treating people as subhumans and not giving any patient incentive, how does that cut down on business? We better keep branding. I have these funny sayings to get through the day. How you doing? By the way, I go by AJ, and really I'm Alex, and we're still debating about whether I'm going to go by AJ or Alex. So he's an artist in motion. But yeah, I have these sayings where they're like, "What's going on, Alex?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just surviving by each smile."
Damn it, Kevin.
How you doing today? I can't complain too loudly. I'm really, really, really critical of other people's vocabulary. I realize, I don't actually say this out loud, but I hate when people who've been smoking for years don't know how to say the names of basic strains. They'll be like, I need a strong weed, but no stevia. I don't want any stevia. That shit makes me crazy. I'm like, yeah, I promise you there's no artificial sweetener in your damn weed. Yeah, do you have any high breads? Yeah, we have some low breads too in the oven and some sideways breads. Oh, I need a really heavy Indinka. Okay, that word doesn't even exist. I usually, the best response I ever got to my introductory speech was this beautiful Slovenian woman who came in. That's a Melania Trump origin, by the way, in a person. She came in, radiant, gorgeous, and I'm like, all right, I'm the marijuana man, doo-da. And I go up and I'm like, yeah, hey, so welcome to the store. We have all kinds of things for whatever needs you have. We have sativas for the up and happy goofy times, and hybrids, which are nice in between, and indicas, which are more in the chill, watch a movie, leave me alone times. Anything that, any particular reason that you need cannabis today? Horny! I doubt I got that far. I probably got friend zone, which reminds me of a really cool idea for a series. It would be like the Twilight Zone, but the friend zone. So you straight up have you have Rod Serling smoking a cigarette, and he's like, picture a man who's a lone wolf amongst dogs. He's just seen the most beautiful woman of his life. He's talked to her, they've had a connection. She's laughed at his stupid jokes. They even have agreed to go out to lunch at a nice, quaint little location that will cost both of them too much money. And what he's going to find out is that all of his efforts only got him into the friend zone.
Yeah!
How am I on time? Am I like over? Do I have one more moment? What are we thinking?
One more!
One more? Okay. All right. I got two. I got like a half one and then maybe one just to close out. Just because we're on the last act. We're headlining, baby. The one danger about Trump jokes is I feel like we all, like, everyone's beginning to do the same one, and they don't mean to. It's just, it's so on everyone's mind that we kind of collectively come up with it. So for all I know, someone's already done this, so my apologies if I'm stealing, but I thought this would be funny. And actually, Christian, you mentioned it earlier when you said that the dude's Trump card was, I was like, yeah, that's totally what I've been thinking about. So what if they had a Trump card collection for kids? Like a new trading game. So it's like,
I'll trade you Mexicans or rapists for grab him by the pussy. No, I'm keeping grabbing by the pussy. No, but I'll take one of those all Germans are evil though, and I'll trade it for every fucking thing he said.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just leave on that. You can follow me at a Twitter I don't ever use called @CastawayClown. Stay weird and stay beautiful, everybody.
Yeah.
Check 1, 2. You're on.
You're up.
Hey guys, keep it going for AJ Rogers. Closing out the show. You've entered the friend zone. Fucking perfect, AJ. Alright guys, that was an abnormal show. We do apologize. Thanks for sticking with us. We're going to be back for a much larger and in charge show on June 3rd. So please join us, please follow, please retweet, please share, please social media. Please give another round of applause for Dave, guys. Running the show for all the bullshit.
Yeah.
Another round of applause for every comedian tonight. Woo! And of course for me, because I'm narcissistic, I'm Christian Wolf. Applaud me. We're back June 3rd. Please sign up if you're a comic and are very interested. We're Dope Fades. Good night. Woo!